Hello, and welcome to the podcast Carcast. I'm Adam Lundy.
I'm Greg Powers. Hi, everyone.
And I'm an idiot. Because...
Wow, really get into it. Really,
I have grown up on the series known as Toy Story.
Of course,
It wasn't until a mere 45 minutes ago that I finally put together the connection Toy Store, Toy Story.
You lost me.
It's a play on words. Because it's like Toy Store. Like, you go to the toy store. This one's Toy Story.
Son of a bitch.
You didn't know it either? I thought I was the only one. That's why I didn't mention it earlier.
Oh. Who told you? How'd you find this out?
It was literally my, it was, Balake.
Balake,
He was talking, he flubbed a word. He was just like, my mom took me, like, when I was a kid, I used to go with my mom once a month to the toy store, and I was like, Toy Story. Son of a bitch! It all makes sense now! All the puzzle pieces came together in my head! Oh my god.
That's perfect. I never made that. I never thought about making that,
No, I didn't even, because it's not one of those things, like, I feel like most things that are play on words, you kind of, like, that they're a play on words. Like, you kind of, like, oh, I wonder what that phrase is, like, playing off of.
Yeah.
But Toy Story, you never even think of it.
Exactly. Wow, I didn't. Wow, you really started this podcast off with, like a
It's just, we are just
buster.
going straight into it.
Yeah, you are. Wow. I don't know how to follow that one up. Okay, see everyone.
Okay,
bye.
well, yeah.
Thanks for
Just
the
a
2-minute
short,
podcast.
just short 2 minutes. That's all we're doing today.
Dun.
Just kidding. We wouldn't do that to you guys.
God, no.
No. We would never think about just giving you guys 2 minutes. I mean,
course.
you guys did not wait a whole week
For
just
2 minutes.
for 2 minutes.
2 minutes of content.
No, we love you guys.
Of course.
And we need to give you as much of us as you can stomach, which we've learned is about 30 minutes.
Sadly.
30 minutes is the hard limit because it turns out you can't have too much of a good thing, and for us, we're just good enough that 30 minutes is the limit.
Yep, we'll take it.
Where's the limit? I mean, yeah.
I mean, 30 minutes is 30 minutes. 30 minutes or less.
30 minutes
free.
or less. Yeah, exactly. None of you guys have to pay for this.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you want me to go real quick or you?
I actually have, I just want to start off with something that I had the best idea the other night.
Okay, continue. I'll listen.
Anyone who's probably, by the time they are watching this on Facebook, has probably seen these photos already, but I had the best idea. I have yet to take them, but I have the best idea for a Tinder profile picture.
Ah, yes. Continue, sir. I'm listening.
So you have to really play to exactly what Tinder is and exactly how you can
hook up.
Well, exactly how you can use the format to your advantage.
Of course.
So I thought, what is something that I see all the time in the Tinder profiles, and the actual written portion is,
okay,
I will, if I swipe right, it's just because of your dog. That's what I hear all the time. It's just like, girls just want pictures, and like I even seen only one study, but a study of just like, what is the best profile picture, not even on Tinder, but all dating sites, dogs are like at the top.
Of course.
Like, obviously.
Yeah, it's a dog.
But, so I figure I have 2 new dogs.
Okay.
One's 8-week-old lab, 8-week-old lab/beagle.
I'll date you just because of that.
It's adorable.
I'll
well,
date
she's
you just
adorable.
Because of that.
She has a gender. The other one is a 2-year-old pointer/Great Dane mix.
Oh my god.
Also adorable, but he's like waist height on me. Like, he is a large. Well, I mean, like full head waist height, not like at the shoulder.
I was like,
that would be insane. That would be awesome. A full Great Dane.
Yes. Of course.
And so I was thinking, first profile picture, just a medium hook 'em back in. Me holding the 8-week-old.
Yes.
Looking at the camera, and maybe if I can hopefully try and get it. With like the puppy licking my face.
Oh my
goodness. It's too much. That's unfair. It's unfair to anyone looking at my Tinder profile
I think you would
at that
break
point.
the internet at that point.
They'll be like, oh, I see them with the dog. I want to see more. Swipe right. Cut to me holding the other dog, the freaking like 90-pound dog holding it, and one is and like the younger one is solid black, 8-week-old puppy. The other one is like black and white spot, 2-year-old giant dog.
Yeah.
And people will be like, what? And then, but you have to click on on the profile and like read the description, and well, at least have the description there before you can look at other photos. So they see the puppy, they see me with the larger dog. The only thing I have in my description is they grow up so fast. That's it. That is it. That is the only.
That would be perfect.
I had that idea last night. I need to take these photos because I'm like, I know how to do it now. I know the perfect photos to take. I'll also post these on Facebook because I need to get as much mileage out of photos like that as I possibly can.
Of course, with puppies.
Exactly, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Okay.
I'm going to segue.
Yeah, into dogs. I believe you were talking about.
I wish that dogs could talk. And that just recently, or not even 20 minutes ago, I wanted to call my dog just to see what she was up to. Just to check in.
You just want to be like, hey, how's it going?
But I'm afraid that they're already clingy. I'm afraid that they would be checking in every 2 minutes. Where are you at? I'm driving. Where are you at?
Yeah.
I'm driving.
I think that there's a lot of people who would love, like, the fantasy is to be able to talk to your dog.
Of course.
Everyone would want that.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone fully understands the repercussions of, I mean, talking to your dog still 100% fine.
Yeah.
Your dog being able to talk to you, 1, and 2, your dog being able to understand speech.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Like imagine you being like, hey, should we go for a WAOK? And your dog's like, I can spell now, motherfucker! Like,
ha! I can walk!
Like, God damn it! Like, he just like, oh, I gotta go to work. It's like, why you gotta go to work? It's like, you were putting on your shoes. I thought we were going for a walk. I grabbed the leash and everything. It's just like, oh, but I gotta go to work. It's just like,
okay.
It's like, you made enough money. It's like, well, fuck. Jesus Christ, dog. Like,
I haven't made money. I can't feed you. You want kibbles? Somebody's gotta work in this house.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get sassy with me.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, hey, like, you know, when a dog's like, you know, like chasing like a squirrel or something, you can kind of be like, hey, stop it.
Yeah.
And all they know is bad.
Yeah.
That's all they know. That's all they get from that interaction. Yeah. As soon as you go, hey, stop chasing the squirrel, and the dog turns around and goes, why? Like, it's like, oh. Because you don't want to, like, this is what I do. I was bred for the past 3,000 years to be able to hunt this squirrel, and you're not letting me do it.
No, rabbits either.
Yeah,
rabbits have diseases.
Yeah, so
they're adorable.
You could be just like, but there's lots of diseases. And it's like, I got enzymes. Like,
I'm good. I'm good. I can destroy them.
It's like, I will kill that rabbit and then lick your face afterwards, and you will love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I will lick my butthole.
Yeah.
And immediately kiss you, and you'll be like, this is fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
But the other thing that came to mind is you petting another dog and coming home, and your dog being like, who is she?
Yeah.
Who is she?
Huh?
Who is she?
I can smell that saliva on your face.
I smell her. Who is she?
Who is she? Huh?
Who is she?
Huh? You've been spending your time with another dog?
You want a treat? Yeah, I want a treat.
She a slut.
There you go.
And another thing, not even other dogs be like, so we were supposed to go for a walk this afternoon. It's like, oh yeah, sorry about that. I was spending time with Stephanie. She's like, Stephanie? Really? Do you love Stephanie more than you love me? It's like,
no, wait, hold on.
Listen, fluffers, okay, there's different priorities. And then it's just like, and then, you know, it gets heated. There's a shouting match between you and your dog, which I don't understand which would be better. If you were walking by someone's house, which would be better if you looked in and in totally English, perfect English, a human and a dog are shouting at each other, or you're the only one who can speak to your dog, so you're just like, I love her, and it's like, like back to you, like they just hear this person being like. Like, I told you I was going to be gone.
No, that's not the point. I told you.
forth, back and forth.
I
like the neighbors just call like like they call 911 like the neighbor's dog is barking. Is like what? He's like yeah, but the owners also yell. They're like having a conversation.
I don't know how this is working.
I don't know if I should call for a noise complaint or because I fear for my safety.
Which one is it? I really want to go with the latter of the dog is speaking English back, and the person walking outside is like,
who's making that noise? And all of a sudden you see this fucking Pomeranian just like, you son of a bitch! Like,
hey, neighbor, stay out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, eat a dick. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. We're arguing here.
Stop.
Don't. Okay. Anyway, with a paw, don't. Don't start with me. I can tell you how your dog poops and eats it and then licks your face. So, don't start with me. Back here. You, human.
It's just like your dog likes your girlfriend more than you do. Like,
he told you through the fence? Yes, he did. You're welcome.
You just have this high and mighty dog like, hey, you can't bark at other dogs. It's like, okay. He's like, oh, your dog's so well trained. What's your secret? It's just like, I don't know. He just talks to me. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. He gives me treats. I don't yell at other dogs. It's done.
Okay.
How? Science? Science. Or magic? Or sciencey magic?
I mean, magic's pretty foolproof.
But
the science always has something weird. Like, you know, that's like a classic thing. Like, oh, it's the bark reader. Like, you know, all those like things.
Yeah. And
then it's just like, oh, he said he wanted to go outside, but he actually said Jimmy was stuck down the well. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So it's that's always like a classic
magic.
plot.
Yeah.
Magic's just like, boom.
But sometimes magic has reverse effects as well.
Yeah,
like
what if your dog just gets too smart for you?
Like Rick and Morty covered.
Exactly. We are getting there. Okay.
We'll get back to that.
Okay, let's start off something. I just want to communicate this. My head's lopsided. Like, not in an... Like, okay, so asymmetrically, but not in the kind of where, like, my eye sits, like, 3 inches lower than the other one, and I look like fucking Quasimodo.
How did you come to this conclusion?
How did I come to this conclusion? I'll show you. This is my work hat. I only wear this at work, but I do wear lots of other hats.
Okay.
Normal people, their hats sit on them like this, like straight on, like this. That's the way it's supposed to. When it feels straight on in my head, my hats sit comfortably like this. Like, well, I actually have to angle it up a little bit forward. This is how all hats, like, if I'm not looking in a mirror and I think, put on a hat straight, this is what it comes out to, like this. Like, now it's straight.
And
now my head's straight.
It's like
now
baseball
it's straight.
pitchers.
And that's how I'm like all the time.
But looking at you now, I can't.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not something where you're just like, I bet that boy has a lopsided head.
I bet he had
I bet
weird.
he has a lopsided. It's not even something that's like underneath my hair per se, because I mean, obviously your head's underneath your hair. I mean, come on, I'm not like a lizard person. Okay, but I've shaved off all my hair before.
I don't know if you're a
Like
lizard person
recent-
right now, so I'm trying to like. All right, I accept it. No judgment.
I've shaved off my entire hair before. Like, there was a good, like, around 4 month stretch in high school where I was just, like, completely bald.
Uh-huh.
It's great. Liberating. But I
Well,
probably...
your head gets cold.
I mean, I would probably be bald now, but, like, I made the decision that, hey, you got your whole life to be bald.
Enjoy the hair while you got
your hair is gonna. I don't know if my hair's gonna start deteriorating, but I know people who are like at the age of like 19 started going bald. So I need to have hair for as much as I can, and then as soon as like, oh, was that gray? Oh, is it starting to thin? Just shave it all back off.
Yep.
But I don't have any problem. I quite like being bald.
Okay. Well, at least now you know.
I don't have a weird shaped head. That's one of the things that made me like being bald so much, is that there's some people that
you have symmetrically, but your head is.
It's one of those
looks
things.
Good bald.
Yeah, it visually, unless you like 3D scan this and you're like, oh, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
There's no way to tell that my head's like shifted this way or whatever.
Just a little turn in it.
piggybacking off of that, I think I might actually know why my head shifted. It's because I beat the ever-loving shit out of my cranium when I was a child. Because I don't know about you, I have always been tall. I didn't get a growth spurt. My parents used to have other people think that they beat me because I was at the age when you're like
Too
can
tall
walk.
for your own good.
Well, yeah, you can walk, but not well.
Yeah, you're clumsy.
Yeah, you're clumsy. I was at like
A
perfect
newborn
tabletop height.
fawn, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was at perfect. I according to my parents, I've had way too much memory damage from these incidents to be able to remember it.
Uh-huh.
But when I was like just good at walking, just good enough so that people were constantly like, "Oh, keep you
Okay,
from
he's
falling
going, he's
over."
going. Nope,
Like,
okay.
hey, maybe he's got a hold of it, but I don't have a hold of it. Like that age, whatever age that is, I was at like tabletop height. So
That
it was
is
like, so
horrifying.
I'd be like, boop, 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 boop. Oh, wait, I don't have full control of my legs. Like,
Here
just like,
we go.
bam, just like bruise, bruise, black eye, bruise, bruise. That's me. That was my entire childhood during that period.
Is your child okay? He's just clumsy.
Yeah, it's just like, which sounds like a BS excuse. If you just saw someone's kid just covered in fucking bruises, and you're just like, what's going on there? He's like, oh, he just runs into tabletops. Like, you'd be like, yeah, hello? Like,
Yeah, CPS. I have a child beater here. Thank you.
yeah, this person beats their child with tabletops.
He doesn't
Just
hide it.
Swing dining room tables at their kid.
That would be
Like,
hilarious to see.
The best sport ever invented by mankind.
Trademark. Copyright. Ours.
Copyright it.
Child beating with.
We're just gonna go hashtag best sport ever. That's all. That's all you need to get trending for us.
I can
people.
agree with the tall part affecting
Yeah.
clumsiness. Because at 21,
Yes.
right now, I can be standing and just start tipping.
Oh really?
Just immediately start just falling out of nowhere. I can just start standing there and I'll just start to fall like
Really?
a tree. Yeah.
I kind of feel that too. Kind of. Like mine's a little bit weirder. Okay, first off,
Continue.
do you think short people are more stable when they're drunk because they have a lower center of gravity?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I will agree to
glad
that.
we got that out of the way.
They're closer to the
Two,
ground.
I don't feel like I'm not constantly just standing around and like being like whoa, like, but after I get drunk, and I'm not saying after I get drunk when I'm drunk, but after I get like heavily inebriated, like you have to spend the night at a friend's house because you can't drive home at any point during the night.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, kids. Please don't
Never.
Mallard and drive.
Never
get
Mallard and drive.
Of course.
For like 2 to 3 days afterwards, my like
equilibrium is just.
it's just fucked. Like
Yeah.
I'll be just standing and I'll be like, whoa, and just stumble over and be like, what? I'm not even drunk. I'm not even hungover.
What
I don't know where
happened?
this is coming
Yeah.
from. It takes like a good like 2 or 3 days for my body to just reset.
I understand that. I think
Okay.
it's the weight of my head.
Oh really?
Yeah. I come from a big-headed family.
I
and
mean, you're like a fucking what is that? Tiki Island? What is the Easter Island?
Yeah. Because I'll just be standing there and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I think my head was like in the 99th percentile as
Really?
a child.
They just fucking got out the goddamn cranium things and we're just like, yep, that's 99. Holy shit.
He is a big.
This
ass
is a
head.
watermelon for scale, and it looks like a tangerine next to this motherfucker.
Look at his head. It.
Thank
I don't
God
know.
you grew into it. Can you imagine
Thank
if
you,
you had
Jesus.
your head and you were 4'11"?
Oh my God.
Oh my
I'd
God.
be a bobblehead. I'd be a walking
You
bobblehead.
just walk around like,
And I think, and my ears were big too, so thank God I grew into my ears.
people would put you on their fucking dashboard, and they just
Exactly.
go over bumps, and you'd be like,
Oh God.
why don't elderly people look like Dumbo?
Okay, hold on. You just hit a whole.
Why don't elderly people look like Dumbo? Because aren't your ears supposed to be the thing that grows your entire life?
Yes.
Like, at the age of, like, 25, we'll say 25, hard limit, you're done growing in everything except for, like, hair, fingernails, and ears.
I thought your nose kept growing, too.
And your nose. Why don't they look like Dumbo crossed with a hawk? Like, why don't old people have, like, noses that, like, hook down to their chin?
Oh, God.
And ears that are, like...
Yeah. Like the way that King Tut looked after his
Yeah.
parents, after the incest finally got to
Yeah,
him,
exactly.
and his nose was like,
Exactly.
oh.
Exactly.
I think it's because the
Like
rest of
Golden
them
Kaba.
has gotten saggy.
Okay.
So the skin in the areas that sag, which is your whole body,
yeah.
throws off the effect that your ears, that their
So
ears
you're
have gotten
telling me
bigger.
that just old people look so fucking weird in every other dimension
Yes.
you can't notice how big their ears are? You're just like, hey, if you notice how big his ears are, I'm more noticing on that mole that started out on his cheek and is
Exactly.
migrating towards his
Yes.
neck. Like that. That one.
I'm more
is-
worried about that than
that-
the fact that his ears are.
I'm more worried by the fact that, like, Bloodhound, like, I had to get anti-wrinkle cream that's made for bloodhounds for grandpa. Like, that's...
Or Sharpays.
I'm more worried by the fact that Pop looks like he's ice cream that was put in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Instead of 10,
Instead of 10.
to soften it.
To soften
It's
it.
hard to scoop out when it's,
It's
like,
very hard to scoop out.
rock
That's why I
hard.
always scoop out the metal scooper, and that way it makes lightning.
Of course.
And imbue it with the power of Thor.
Doesn't Thor need his powers?
I mean, you can lend some to my ice cream.
I mean, I guess he was at the table of life and drinking. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's getting drunk. He's getting merry.
Okay.
He's good.
Yeah.
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 That's a good one.
Okay.
Okay, wow, you cut a lot off that right there.
I mean, I was gonna say we have to check back up on Mallard, but you already said you got to get Mallard, so I'm like, we're getting Mallard.
We got that one.
We're getting Mallard. If we ever have a T-shirt or any merchandise, it's literally just gonna be duck themed.
Okay. All right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Getting Mallard, but no camo.
No camo. God, we're not Duck Wars, Duck King, Duck. What is that? What is that reality TV show?
Duck Squad? No, not Duck
Duck
Squad.
Dynasty.
Yeah!
Duck Dynasty. We ain't Duck Dynasty.
No, we're not.
No.
No, and I actually want to be seen out in public and not hidden. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if we do make that shirt, it can't be on camo.
No.
No.
God, no.
No.
Yeah.
God, no.
Mm-mm. No. It'd probably be a nice chartreuse.
Or an indigo.
I actually have no idea what color chartreuse is, which is why I picked it.
I think it's a red.
I think it's a red too. I think it's like a red purple or something. You heard it here first, folks. We don't know what chartreuse is, but if you want a shirt, we're putting it in chartreuse.
We'll find chartreuse.
We were just going to like pick chartreuse and we're going to be like, oh God, no! But we're going to stick to our
Maybe
word.
white. Should I look it up real quick?
No. We have to stick to our guns even when we don't know what guns they are. It could be a water gun. It could be a super soaker. It could be an M14. I don't think that's a gun.
Is that a gun? An
I think-
AK-57?
AK-47. It could be anything. It could be, but we're sticking to it.
A
Like
358
glue
Magnum.
to a Magnum. Okay.
You don't want to glue a Magnum.
No, you don't want to glue a Magnum. It fucks up
Your
that
skin.
whole region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 358
Okay.
glued Magnum.
Okay. I will. Do you have any topics that you've been aching? Because I have a couple, but I feel like I don't want to suppress your creativity there.
The dream thing, as I was going to bring up last week.
The dream thing.
Multiple universe.
Multiple universe.
If you remember
I do vaguely remember that.
how there's multiple universe theory, how you
Uh-huh.
can be Iron Man or Batman or Superman or
Yeah,
Hulk.
that
Yeah.
anything that can happen is happening somewhere.
Exactly. My theory is that when we dream, we enter
An alternate universe.
our own alternate universe of
right.
ourselves.
This is right where the
Yes.
recording cut out.
Yes. I really do believe that happens. And when our other selves go
Yes.
to sleep, we wake up back in our reality
Okay.
and they dream
Yeah. Okay. So
of
is
this.
is there a swap going on, or does it like everyone switches one to the left?
One to the left. Or no, hold on. Start that again.
Does like okay, because if I fall asleep and I wake up, as Inception taught us,
Of course.
because that is the authority on dreams. You don't ever start. You don't even remember how the dreams start. Like I don't wake up as another person. I go to sleep and all of a sudden I'm right in the smack dab middle. So if I'm switching with another person, then logically I'd be waking up the same time that they're going to sleep, or they're waking up. I would just wake up as them. Like I would go to sleep and then I would wake up as this other person.
As their day is getting started.
But I will wait. But my dreams like start right in the middle.
Yeah. So that's when their day is getting started and like the important stuff is happening. So everything moves one to the left.
Okay.
So it's a different universe.
So it's not necessarily like, let's say in an alternate universe you're me, I'm you.
Yes.
I don't wake up as you and you wake up as me. I will wake up as Bill O'Reilly and you'll wake up as me because it's one to the left. Okay.
And then the next day you'll wake up as Obama,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll wake up as
Bill O'Reilly.
Yes.
Whatever. Is that a person?
I don't want to be Bill O'Reilly.
He's like that crazy dude on Fox News,
maybe
right?
Larry King? Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I don't want to be Larry King.
Yeah, he's too old.
I want to wake up as The Rock.
The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, everyone.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, everyone.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
It smells like he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Of course. It's all that money.
Okay.
Making it rain.
Okay.
So that was the one thing I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Because I've thought about it for years now.
Okay.
And I finally
now
wanted
you
to
just wanted to share it. You wanted to regurgitate that that idea knowledge that you've just been like holding in.
Yeah, right.
It's been right here. It's been taking up space. You just need to.
Yeah, I just need to let it out. Now I can let that part of myself go.
So, real quick, any things that you consider normal, or that are normal things that you consider weird? Like everything that we just accept as society. Well, not something that we accept as society, because there are plenty of stuff that we accept as society that are weird, like child beauty pageants and stuff like that. But something that everyone like, hey, you want to go down, take a walk down to the gas station? And you're like, why does anyone ever walk to the gas station? Like something that it's like everyone seems to be okay with, and you're just like, hold up there, Sancho.
Let me. Do you have something in mind?
Let me think.
You go, and I will.
I can probably just start the sentence and see where it takes me.
Okay, go.
Something weird that I personally find that everyone thinks is normal is... No, that was something that I would think is normal that everyone thinks is weird.
Well, hold on. Go with that topic then.
Okay, that I think is normal, everyone thinks is weird. Fashion. Because not like I'm over there in a meat dress like Lady Gaga.
Shout out Gaga for having that.
With that meat dress.
Yes. Shout out to her having that.
I just think that like everyone's just like, I don't understand why fashion always like I understand why all this stuff happens. Like I understand. Oh, these things look nice. I can see where they work together. I can see how, like, the appeal and everyone around. And maybe that's just because I'm in the generation and there's a lot of people who, like, you know, like my parents and stuff who are just like, kids these days are so...
Yeah.
But, like, even then, I'm like, oh, I could understand your fashion. Like, even when things are weird, I can understand the appeal.
Yeah.
Like, I just recently bought a pair of pants that are kind of like, have like the drop crotch type thing. Mm-hmm. Like, not extreme, like not all the way down to your knees or anything. They're very comfy. And I can also, I'm like, okay, that's like the style now. They're comfy. I like them. I'll wear them. And my parents are just like, you look like you're wearing diapers. And I was just like,
thank you.
I was like, okay, I look like wearing diapers.
And in the 80s, you guys wore mesh t-shirts.
And that's the thing. It's like, even then, I'm just like, I can understand the appeal of mesh t-shirts.
Exactly. It was hot in the 80s.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I can understand, like, hey, you know, you're wearing this.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
People are just like, I don't understand why all these girls are wearing these, what is it, the Spartan sandals and stuff like that. I'm like, I understand
The Jesus sandals?
The Jesus sandals,
Yes.
yeah. It's
yes.
just like, it's just these things that people are like, I don't understand why
Yeah.
this is a fashion thing. Like, I feel like I just see whenever there's like a new fashion thing, and I'm like, I process it, I internalize it, I accept it as the new norm, I roll with it.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, oh no, I just wanna hold on
Calm down
to
there, white
what
knuckle.
it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Like tiny clothes. Everything is just so tiny now. I'm not secure with my body to show off.
With your like belly button.
Yes. I can't pull off a crop top yet.
No.
Not yet.
It takes quite a bit.
It does.
For
And
the
I
crop
can't
top.
I
Yeah.
can't do a crop top yet.
No.
I'm not ready. I can't show off my belly button ring yet. But some Daisy Dukes, I'll show them off.
Mm-hmm.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah, no problem.
But crop top can't do.
Can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, it
understand.
does seem like things are getting like smaller,
Yeah. I don't know
Like,
if it's because people are getting smaller.
or because clothes are just getting so expensive that it's just
Fabric,
like as soon as people are just like
materials, just-
people are finally like, I don't want to have all my clothes put together by child labor, and it's like, well, then for that $30 you can only get this much fabric.
Exactly. So either child
So-
labor or not.
So you can either have full-size jeans that are child labor, or you can have the ones that cuff at the ankles, which we're just gonna say is in fashion now,
Which it's
because
not.
because turns out paying someone a livable wage cuts out the ankles. Sorry, hate to
Nope.
break it to you.
No more.
You can either take the fabric out of the ankles or out of the ass, and I think that you'd much rather be wearing pants that look a little too short than assless chaps. I'm not okay. Wait, now let's back up. Maybe
I was about to
you're
say our assless
comfortable with that. You might be comfortable with that, but are you more comfortable with the weird lady wearing capris or wearing assless chaps?
Okay.
See, that's where
I see where. Yeah.
it all plays.
I see where you're coming from that angle right
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But what about assless chaps clothing line?
About our assless
Yeah.
chaps clothing line?
Yeah, with the reverse overalls.
I don't think that's actually reverse overalls is fine. Truck nuts on hats is fine. I draw the line in assless chaps. That's because I can't accept something that's weird that has already been made popular.
True.
If it's
Okay.
weird, I have to be the one who's inventing it.
Yes. Okay. I understand.
Okay.
Okay. I see where you're coming from with that.
I think we all see where we're coming from. I think we all learned a little bit more about ourselves today.
Yes, we did.
you? Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think.
I don't know where you're gonna put the
Tell everyone
stuff.
that you know that
Is it gonna
to watch us, to tell us what you think, to yell at us over the internet. Tell us how much you loved it, you hated it. Let us know how we can make this better
click
for you.
somewhere.
Click. Okay, we're gonna say to subscribe. Click right on the back window. If you want to check out last
Why is it not
week's
subscribing?
episode.
Why is it not subscribing?
Last week's episode is gonna be right over on my pretty face. Next week's episode, well, you have to wait another week for that one, but eventually it'll be right over on Greggy's.
How you doing?
Ciao! This has been the podcast Carcast. Once again, I'm Adam Levy,
I'm Greg Powers.
and you guys have a beautiful rest of the week.